Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I'll be showing you my Phantoms. The Phantoms are a series of fighters I've been making, which are usually blue and white, very good looking, and usually have the same cockpit design. Along with their beauty, they also have very strong stats, and which is one very good characteristic of them. So let's go and take a look at these Phantoms. So the first ever Phantom I made was this Phantom here. And this is supposed to resemble the Viper from Battlestar Galactica. It's a very nice looking ship. It's not that powerful though. It was MK. I guess you could call this MK1, but I don't consider this MK1. I just call it the Phantom because I never thought of making more ships after this. Because this is some regular missiles, and it's pretty fast as well. These engines. It's got a lot of engines. Okay, so if we move on then to the proper MK1, this is where I start getting into the series with the blue and white colors. So this, I really like the blue and white colors, and it really stuck to me. That's the only difference, the blue and white colors from here. So this is Phantom MK1. So Phantom MK2 was a major improvement. So basically, people were saying that this fighter was too weak but it was very pretty. So I wanted to have the same prettiness, but have a stronger fighter. So this DPS was so much better. It has maybe a little bit less thrust, but a lot more shields, and weighs a lot less. And this was built before they changed the turning speed calculation, so it was made to turn fast. That's why it's mainly so small. But this is the Phantom MK2, and it's a lot better than its MK1 counterpart. Let's move on to MK3. So MK3, it was then a modified version of MK2. There was no major improvements in this one. It was mainly just to spice up the looks of it, because for some reason I was not satisfied with this look, so I just made the look a bit better. So as you see, it's a pretty good improvement. I've added some ice crystal engines on the back here. So let's move over to MK4. So this one I was not really satisfied with. I was just experimenting, but yeah, this has got just one single big torpedo missile here. So it's a very big missile. But anyway, I was experimenting with these blue things on the wings. So as you see, there was no major difference here. I would say that this one's slightly weaker than MK3 in shields and more generally everything, because I was just testing new hull types. I was not really refitting anything inside, I was just refitting the exterior. So now if we go on to MK5, this is what I would say is the strongest out of all the ones I've shown so far. This is basically MK1, but I did a major weapons improvement. Its weapons are so much better, I would say even better than these guys, and it's extremely fast. It's also got a better shields and better everything. So this is a really tough little fighter, and it's also very light. And so the armor is pretty thick. There's a lot of stuff you have to get to before you get to the core. So here's MK6 then. I redesigned the cockpit slightly from the other ones. If you see that they all go back, if you see they go on flat block, they all have one flat block. Then I did do that here. I just made it sloped here. I think that looks better. So here I do the MK4 blue bits on the wings, and I made very nice little engines here. If we look here, oh look at those engines, they look really nice. So this one has better guns. It has two big guns here instead of these tiny ones in the wings. So this one's also got a weapons improvement. So now after MK6, I took a bit of a break from making Phantoms for a long time, but then I finally made this MK7 over here. And I wanted to just test how it would be. This looks very ugly, but I wanted to test just to make a Phantom with not covering the entire thing as a whole, just to make it very combat efficient, or very spec efficient. And I'm not really satisfied with this one, but I'll say it'll do. It's got 3 times more shields than the previous Phantoms. It's got 30,000 respective in the country to 10,000 on most of the other Phantoms. MK1 had 8,000. This is a lot better DPS, everything. Although it weighs quite a bit more, and maybe 30 mass more. So if we go on to MK8, then the newest Phantom that was recently made. This has a pretty decent DPS of 4000, which I think is about the same as the other ones. Not a big improvement there, although it's got lots of D1000 missiles, and these are dumb missiles that do not lock on. And the thing about these missiles, they do a lot of damage, and I put giant clusters of these all over the space. You can't really see it because I hate them, and this thing looks pretty neat with a nice cockpit. But the missiles will do a lot of damage. They can take down 10,000 or probably even more shields by just hitting them with the missiles of this one. So I wouldn't call this a bomber, but because the missiles take so little space. But the missiles are really strong and well made on this one. So this Phantom MK8, I would say, is my favorite one. Or I'm not sure really. I just built it not so long ago. So yeah, I would say it's probably one of my favorites out of all of these. So over the time, I've been then the 8 generic Phantoms. I've also made some. I've also done some slight stranger ones. If you look here, then we've got the mini Phantom, and this is just I'll just try to make a very tiny Phantom, but it didn't call it anything. I just called it a mini Phantom. I try to use pentas and tetras, but they're very bugged right now, so I didn't like the appearance of this one. So if we look here, we've got a Phantom Hornet, and this is supposed to look like a Hornet jet fighter. Look here, it's got pretty decent DPS as well. It's pretty nice looking. With nice heat-seeking missiles over there. This Phantom is pretty decent. I'll say it's a little bit weaker than the other ones over here. And then we've got my Phantom. I call this my Phantom. This is a revamp of the other ones. It's a modified MK5 with a different color, and instead it's got salvage beams here instead of missiles, because the missiles are very ineffective of these other ones, except the MK8. So now I put salvage ones here because I was using this fighter a lot at survival. So I found the salvage beams a lot more useful. So yeah, anyway, that's it. That's this one. And then finally we've got the Phantom Predator, and this is a MK3 with new paint job, slightly new design on the wings, see here, and it's also got heat-seeking missiles here instead of regular lock-on missiles. Basically because it's Predator, because these missiles shoot a lot faster, so they just instantly kill like a Predator. So that was all the Phantoms I've been making. I started making these last summer, quite a long time ago then. It's been taking a long time to make, and I really hope you like them. You can download them all from my my StarMade doc user on the StarMade website. If you just type Aceface, you'll find all my community content. You'll find all of these to download. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Aceface out.